Howdy folks, welcome to the brewery. I'm knocking up a brew and this covers a couple of bases. I'm doing a all dry extract lager, looking for something in the realms of a pale continental lager, typical European style lager, light bodied, moderately hopped, nice easy crushable beer. Part of the reason I'm doing that is I've recently received a package of the Saflager E-30 new lager yeast. The E stands for ester or estery. Supposedly, I haven't done a real lot of reading on this. This is sent to me from Aaron at TheYeastPlatform. He sent me a message, asked me, he said he was packing like bricks into small packets. This stuff at the moment only comes in 500 gram bricks into Australia. And he said, "Do you want to try some?" I said, "Hell yes. Send, no problem." So he sent me 25 grams, so enough for a batch. But I've got to do it side by side, so got me a pack of Diamond in the fridge. So I'm going to do a split batch there. So I said, this is an estery yeast that's meant to push the estery notes. So sort of it will push some fruity ethanol type notes, get a little bit more character into the yeast. So I'm really interested to see how that's going to go. Could be a good thing, might not be a great thing. I don't know. Let's find out. We're going to see. Anyway, the other thing is, been a few people lately, part of with Extractaganza and the Twang Files, and also just in general, for people asking about brewing just using dry extracts. I've done this before. I've done dry extract brews, multiple times in the past, but never really focus on is there any sort of twang or anything, and I don't think there is. I've always experienced good brews from doing the dry stuff. So I thought I'd do another one, and given this lager experiment, this is a real easy way to knock up a lager. It's a lot quicker than doing an all grain method. It's currently 3:30 on Monday afternoon. I've had my water on since about 3 o'clock. It's coming up the temperature while I'm getting organised here. I'm just weighing stuff out, so sit down and have a yarn while I'm doing it. So I've got water in. I've got about 28 litres in the Robo Brew. I've treated the water for chlorine. Now I'm just getting a little bit of minerals, and I'm not going too crazy here, and I haven't run this through any of the calculators to see exactly what I'm looking at, but I'm going to run with 5 grams of gypsum. And again, this isn't going to really make a lot of bearing on anybody, depending, because it's going to vary depending on your water. And as I said, I'm not going to be able to give you parts per millions and all the rest of it, the actual final wash up. But what I'm doing is about a 3:1, and that'll do me, 3:1 gypsum to chloride. I want just enough to give me a little bit of effect. The extra gypsum will give those hops just a little bit more bite up front. Try and make this a little bit snappy. I will dose reasonably solid with lactic up front, and I may adjust a little bit later on going into the fermenter. We will see. Look, I might just give it a good whack up front and then just go from there. So I'll do that. 28 litres. I might go about 4 millilitres of lactic. Just I probably should check the numbers. I don't think I'm going to go that far. But anyway, going to get this in. Alright, while that's mixing around, I'm going to get myself some malts on the way, because I'm I'm in the mid-60s on the water, and if I don't get this happening now, it's going to get too hot and I'm going to get all bloody clumpy. So, I'm aiming for 22 litres into the fermenter. So I said 28 litres in there, probably not somewhere around 29 and a half pre-boil. Going to boil for an hour and should get, I'm hoping, 2 11 litre fermenters without too much trouble. So we're off, and we've got 1.9 kilos of light dry malt. Going to take me a few goes. I thought he really couldn't have been bothered trying to drag out the big scales, and there's the blacker stuff in the way at the moment. So okay, so 1.9 kilos of light dry malt. Malting question here, courtesy of Kevy Bristle at the hopping mechanism. There's always my light dry malt supply, because he does the best prices, and it's bloody good quality malt. That's 2 levels of winning as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, we go. 200 grams of amber malt. Ooh, even just the dust off that's tasty. Yeah, that's close enough. And 100 grams of wheat malt. Yeah. This is the beauty of dry extract over liquid extract. You can just measure out whatever quantities you like. You haven't got to worry about using half tins or part of a tin, having stuff left over, trying to fuck around with it. This dry stuff is a lot easier to work with. Yeah, it gets a little bit dusty, but you can eat that dust. It's all good. It is easier to work with. Righto, so a bit of the amber, a bit of the wheat, just to bring in the ambers to bring in just a little bit extra malt depth, and the wheat just to give that nice little bit of just a little lightness. Now I want 700 grams of dextrose. Okay, it's more than 700. What would have been 700 there or thereabouts, but there's seems to be a bit more. It's gonna make me weigh it. So what I'm getting is about 25% of the fermentables are dextrose. I don't know what the actual percentage is exactly. So I've calculated this on E&H's kit and extract spreadsheet, and it only lets me put in 2 different dry malts. So I haven't got the 100 grams of wheat in there. It's 2.9 kilos all up, of which 700 grams is dextrose. So it's probably somewhere in the range of about 22%. Okay, and that dextrose is to balance out the unfermentables in the dry malt. The dry malt will sit between 55-65% fermentability. And we generally, on a normal beer, you're looking at 72 to 78. That range, depending on your beer style. Quite often below, you might even be looking for to get an 80% attenuation on your grain. Because we're not going to get that if we don't put dextrose in there. We end up very heavy beer, which is all right in certain styles. But this is a nice light lager. We need it much more fermentable. So the 700 grams of dextrose is going to bring our fermentability up, because it's 100% fermentable. So we're getting up into that range of that 75-ish%. Given the yeast a chance to actually get into that high 70s attenuation, get a number we want. I'd really like somewhere around 78% attenuation. I'm looking for an original gravity of about 1048, and to get down to a final gravity of like 1007, 1008. So good. That'll help with good attenuation. That's going to give us a nice light body and stops it from getting ridiculous with the malt. Don't anyone tell you that dextrose is not is not good in beer. It has its place, and particularly when you start playing around with dry malt and liquid malt, where you need to get control over the fermentabilities. With brewing grain, we can control the fermentability via the mash temp. You know, we can build our fermentability in through the mash process. Can't do that with the extract. So that's how we go about it. But anyway, so cheat all in. I'm just waiting for this now to come to a boil. Gonna have to keep a real close eye on this because this will boil like crazy, and I've only got about, you'll see shortly, I'll have a look when we come up. It's only going to be about that much in that Robo Brew, and I know, given a chance, half of that volume will spew out of the bloody thing in hot break. So it's got a little way off just at the moment, but I will keep an eye on it and be ready with my stirring spoon and my spray bottle. So join me shortly, and we'll go through that fun together. Okay, we sort of just coming to a boil, or just before a boil. See, she's just starting to move around. I decided, instead of fighting against the against the hot break, I threw a little bit of firm cap in. I don't use this very often. I normally only do quite often do half batches and stuff, so I don't normally have that much. But I know how much the dry extract likes to foam up when it comes to a boil, and it foams up a lot more than, you know, grain does, or even liquid. So that's just starting to get a roll. It's not quite at a boil, but at this point, if I was using just nothing with just the dry extract, she'd be getting hard to handle. So not a bad option if you can get your hands on it, if you're doing, you know, where you are doing boils where you are quite full. And realistically, if you're doing full batches on the Robo Brew or the, you know, the Brewzilla or anything similar, you're generally going to be pretty close to this sort of level starting off. So this can save a little bit of headaches. And the beauty is, more than anything else, if you walk away and forget about it, you're not going to have half your wort spew over the side of your bloody your vessel, cause a whopping huge mess, and potentially, you know, fry your electronics at the same time. So it's not a bad option. So that's underway. We're about to come to a roll. Get first hops in. Okay, so I'm going with Magnum up front. These come courtesy of old mate Kevy Bristol again. These are becoming very much the go-to commercially as a bittering hop. They are reportedly very clean, very soft, and very neutral. So I was going to go Hallertau Mittelfrüh for the boil, for the bittering, and Saar's late, but I didn't have quite enough of either to get the IBU I wanted. So I swung around to the Magnum. So that's going to get me about 15 to 16 IBU in the 60-minute boil. So we'll let that go. I'll come back in 40 minutes for our next edition. Right, 40 minutes in, 20 grams of Hallertau Mittelfrüh for 20 minutes. It's going to get us another 5 IBU. We're back in 10 for the final hop edition. 10 minutes to go. Just dropped in 30 grams of size. Looking good. Okay, boil's over, chiller's in, elements are off, pump on. Always run the pump on cooling because this starts the aeration process. I use a little wort spray. It's absolutely fantastic bit of gear. And let that run. Now it was cool. It shouldn't take too long because the groundwater was sitting on like 9 degrees at the start of the brew. So let that run. We'll come back and have a look where we finished that. There you go. That's been on for stuff all 73 degrees already. Righto. Cooling's completed. We are at 17 degrees. Pump off. Now I'm not going to take this out because I'm going to use it to transfer. I'm going to grab that coil out. Get him out of the way. Grab the hot bags out. Prefer not to have them in there while I'm transferring. They've done their job. There's one more in there. Yep. He's done. Righto. Fermenter number 1. I've got showing 26 litres here, so probably got 24 or thereabouts, so hopefully I can get me 11 litres into both fermenters without any problem. Transfer is just about completed. Righto, that's 2 fermented juniors with 11 litres in both. So that looks good. What's our OG? That's going to be a big tester here. I call it 1044. Okay, I was looking for 1047, 1048, but I'm happy enough with that. If we get our target OG, that's 836. Still going to get us 4.8% ABV, which I'm more than happy with. Anywhere in the high 4s, low 5s, I'm really pleased with. So no problem. So as I said, one half will get the Saflager E-30, the estery lager. See how that goes. The other half is going to get, well, I've only got one pack of Diamond, so I'm going to go. I've got a 3470 in there as well. Basically it's the same, it's pretty much the same yeast. Very similar, but I'll pitch those together and give us something to compare to. I'm going to ferment at 12 degrees for 6 days. Then we will go to 18 for another 6. Then cold crash. 2 degrees for 2 days. 14 days, and we'll hopefully should have this done. We will see. But anyway, that's it. So I'll see you in about a little while for tasting on this fella. See, all dry extract. That's it. I'm hoping this one's going to come out alright. If you've got any comments or any questions, stick them down the bottom. Patrons of the channel, thank you as always for your support, guys. Big thumbs up. If you're interested in Patreon, there's a link down the bottom. Check it out. If you're subscribed to the channel, thank you. If you're not subscribed, hit the links down below, ring the bells, all that sort of nonsense. Make sure you're not missing any videos. Yeah, if you like what's going on, give me a thumbs up. It's down there as well somewhere. Jump on the Little John's bloody Facebook page. Little John's Brewing on Facebook with a big L. Get you there. Anyway, till I see you in the next video, we brewing beer, drinking beer or talking beer. Good brewing. Exactly what I'd expect. Catch us next time.